Alright, second YouTube video all time, also leaving the gym, and I thought I'd just shoot you a quick update. I just had probably one of the best workouts I've had in the last, I don't know, 2 years or so. I had switched up my routine a little bit, like in terms of exercise I was doing and just machines and stuff, but I remember thinking sometime over the weekend when I was thinking about switching up my routine that I was really annoyed that it didn't seem like I was pushing myself that much. And pretty much anywhere you look for gym progress and growth and stuff, like, you need to push yourself every single time that you're going to the gym. And so for me, I usually go to the gym 2-3 times a week, and that's how I've seen the most progress. But it's really easy to get stuck in the kind of like mentality of I'm just going to show up and kind of go through the motions. And I think a lot of contemporary advice in the world today, whether it's going to the gym or just life in general, is just go through the motions. Like if all you can do is just show up, just show up. And I think that honestly, that's a terrible way to live your life. And I think it's a terrible thing to tell people too, because you rob people of the opportunity to really test their boundaries and to see just how much they're capable of. And so I went to the gym and I had a little workout. I was probably in the gym for like hour 20, hour 30. And it was probably one of the best workouts I've had in a long time. It reminded me of back when I was in high school, just how awesome it was to go and just crank out sets and push myself as hard as I possibly could go. And I think I started to realize while I was hitting those lifts and just how difficult it was, but also like how much I felt myself enjoying it, that really, like, you realize pretty quickly that the difficult things, the hard things, are usually the most enjoyable because it presents a challenge that you have to grow through. And I think that as a whole, our society could do with a little bit more of challenging ourselves in the day-to-day, not making life more difficult, but accepting the fact that things are hard and then just kind of grinding out those difficult things. So I think overall, just go out and challenge yourself. If you're going to the gym, if you're going to go run, if you're going to do any sort of physical activity, push yourself to the limits, and then just try to push yourself a little bit more every single time you go. And then just in life in general, like, look at the margins, look at the areas where you're kind of like settling into just being comfortable, and recognize that those are areas where you can grow, you can improve, that you do have control over. And I think we lie to ourselves and say, oh, well, this thing's too hard, or this isn't really my responsibility. And then we lock ourselves out of all of this growth, all of this opportunity to become a better human being, to grow and to learn, just by virtue of deciding that it's not our responsibility, somebody else will do it, or somebody else needs to change. And so I think taking those little chunks at a time, just pushing yourself every single day, getting a little bit better, is really what's going to end up being the thing that separates you from the rest of the world. So if you're wondering whether or not you should just go put it all on the line and go grind out whatever it is you're thinking about grinding out, you should go do that. And I think you'll find that it's going to be super, super rewarding. So that's all. Till next time.